In the name of Allah, the most merciful, the most compassionate. The Quranic equation for this lecture will use the artificial intelligence in order to convert the text to speech as follows.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Indeed, the knowledge of the throne of the most merciful, whose chair extends over the heavens and the earth, is everything that Allah has written and decreed in the inscribed book, that is, the preserved tablet, regarding what He will create of stages in creation, as stated in His saying, "Exalted is He who created death and life to test you as to which of you is best indeed, and He is the exalted in might, the forgiving." Surah Al-Mulk 2. This is because the word throne, and its synonyms in the language of the wise Quran, carry the meaning of dominion, exalted ownership, and absolute sovereignty, and are not confined to a tangible physical chair. And Allah, exalted, has determined one clear methodology for all creatures, and it is the methodology by which He will hold them accountable for their level of implementation of it and adherence to it in every stage, including the first stage, that is, this world. And Allah, the Decreer, who is over all things powerful, is the one who created the atom, and from it He created water, and from the two He created the heaven as smoke. Likewise, from the atom and the water He created all the numbers of the earth and the seven heavens, and He created the crawling creature and the angels and the jinn and the people and the human, and all the creatures of this stage, the world. He created them from the atom and the water. Have those who disbelieved not seen that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity? Then we split them apart, and we made from water every living thing. Will they not then believe? Al-Anbiya 30. And He creates that which you do not know. And Allah programmed in the human from His knowledge when He breathed into him of His spirit, and He made him a vicegerent over the earthly creatures, including extraterrestrial creatures. And after Allah, glorified and exalted, completes the creation of each stage of these stages, He, exalted, says, "Then He established Himself upon the throne." Al-Araf 54. That is, He intended and willed to manifest His dominion and sovereignty, and to assume charge of that creation. He who determined the place of presence of all creatures, including the angels, for every stage within the framework of the heavens only. The most merciful established Himself upon the throne. 5. To Him belongs whatever is in the heavens, and whatever is in the earth, and whatever is between them, and whatever is beneath the athra, the foundation of matter and the atom, and everything hidden in the depths of creation. 6. Surah Taha. And Allah the Glorious has made clear to us in the glorious Quran that He will create the coming stage, after the reckoning of the creatures of this present stage, from 8 heavens, meaning the coming stage is 8 heavens, as in the saying of Allah the All-Powerful. And the angels will be on its sides, and on that day 8 will carry the throne of your Lord above them. Al-Haqqah 17. 1. Allah, the Light, the Eternal Refuge, the Creator. Indeed, Allah, the Light, the Divine Creator, does not need operational energy for Himself, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, blessed and exalted. Light upon light, An-Nur 35. In contrast, every creature, including the angels, needs operational energy from Him. Glorified is He above what they associate. And this is indicated by the saying of Allah, the Holy, by way of figurative measurement. The Messiah, son of Mary, was only a messenger. Messengers had passed on before Him, and His mother was a woman of truth. They both used to eat food. See how we make the signs clear to them, then see how they are deluded. Al-Ma'idah 75. Allah, the Eternal Refuge, As-Samad, meaning He needs no assistance in accomplishing all His beautiful names which are without number, and above which there is nothing higher or more exalted. For Allah is the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne, alone with no partner. 2. The stages of creating this stage. Allah, the originator, the inventor of everything, who wrote in an inscribed book what He will create for every stage, is the Creator who brought the atom into existence and made it the basic component of all creatures, so the atom was the first of Allah's creations for this stage. This is in confirmation of His saying, "And He is the one who produced you from a single soul. Then there is a place of settlement and a place of storage." Al-An'am 98. Allah, the Creator, the All-Knowing, made the atom a living being, because its negative electrons orbit around its positive protons in a form of circumambulation, similar to our circumambulation around the Kaaba, and the circumambulation of all the galaxies in the 7 heavens and the circumambulation of everything in the 7 heavens. On that basis, there is no dead being among all creatures, including processed, agricultural, and industrial products and the like. This is confirmed by his saying, Blessed and exalted. And there is not a thing but that it glorifies him with his praise. Al-Isra 44. And his saying, Exalted is he. Indeed, it is Allah Falik al-Hab al-Nawa, the one who creates creatures in many different ways. Falak means that Allah brings creation into existence through diverse methods. He created mankind from dust, the jinn from fire, and other beings from different origins. And He made their reproduction continue through multiple processes, through sexual union, through cell division, through budding, and even through the combination and separation of particles and atoms and other means. Just as the dry seed and the hard stone contain hidden life that Allah brings forth, the atom and its nucleus also contain hidden forces that only Allah governs. He brings forth the living from the dead, and brings forth the dead from the living. That is Allah. So how are you deluded? Al-An'am 95. And Allah created water from atoms, and from it He made all creatures, including the angels, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the Creator, the All-Knowing. Have those who disbelieved not seen that the heavens and the earth were a joined entity? Then we split them apart, and we made from water every living thing. Will they not then believe? Al-Anbiya 30. And Allah made water the foundation of life and the second creation after the atom, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He, and His throne was upon the water. Hud 7. Meaning that Allah's creations for this stage were water. Then Allah created the single heaven which was in a state of smoke. Then He brought forth the earth suitable for the life of some creatures in great numbers, and distributed them within the 7 heavens for this first stage. And this is in confirmation of His saying, Blessed and exalted. It is He who created for you all that is in the earth. Then He turned to the heaven and fashioned them as 7 heavens, and He is of everything knowing. Al-Baqarah 29. And this is what Allah affirmed in the Quran, say, Do you indeed disbelieve in the one who created the earth in 2 days and set up equals for Him? That is the Lord of the worlds. 9. And He placed on it firm mountains above it, and He blessed it, and He apportioned therein its sustenance in 4 days, equal for those who ask. 10. Then He turned to the heaven while it was smoke and said to it, and to the earth, Come, willingly or unwillingly. They said, We come willingly. 11. So He completed them as 7 heavens in 2 days, and revealed in each heaven its command. And we adorned the lowest heaven with lamps and as protection. That is the determination of the exalted in might, the all-knowing. 12. Fusilat. All of that occurred according to work programs which Allah exalted, set in place, because Allah does not submit to time, for He created time after He brought into existence the 7 heavens and what they contain of earth. And this is confirmed by His saying, Exalted is He. Indeed, the number of months with Allah is 12 months in the book of Allah the day He created the heavens and the earth. At-Tawbah 36. Allah created the crawling creature, then He created the angels, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He, and to Allah prostrates whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth of any creature that moves, and the angels, and they are not arrogant. An-Nahl 49. And Allah determined the places of presence of all creatures, including the crawling creature and the angels, within the 7 heavens and what they contain of earth and creatures. And this is confirmed by His saying, Exalted is He. And of His signs is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and what He has dispersed within them of any creature. And He is, when He wills, competent to gather them. Ash-Shura 29. And His saying, Exalted is He. Allah is the light of the heavens and the earth. And Nur 35. And His saying, Blessed and exalted. His chair extends over the heavens and the earth. Al-Baqarah 255. And His saying, Exalted is He. Whatever is in the heavens and whatever is in the earth glorifies Allah. Al-Jumu'ah 1. Allah also created the Jann from atoms and water like the rest of the creatures, but He granted their bodies a distinctive property, for He created them from tongues of fire, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He, and the Jann we created before from scorching fire. Al-Hijr 27. And the Jinnah are from the Jann, but Allah named them Jinnah because they opposed His methodology. And Allah created the Nas people from atoms and water like the rest of the creatures, and He made the property of their bodies from dust, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He. O people, if you are in doubt about the resurrection, then indeed we created you from dust. Al-Hajj 5. And the evidence that Allah created Nas with a circulatory system and attributes and properties like ins, humans, except that He did not breathe into them of His Spirit, He did not program in them a little of His knowledge, exalted is He, is in His saying. And mention when your Lord said to the angels, Indeed, I am placing upon the earth a vicegerent. They said, Will you place in it one who corrupts in it and sheds blood? Al-Baqarah 30. As for al-ins, which is the collective term for al-insan, the human, He created the human from atoms and water like all creatures, and He made the property of their bodies from dust. But Allah breathed into the body of our parents Adam and Eve, and likewise into the bodies of every fetus from their offspring. And He also breathed into the body of the fetus of His servant and messenger Jesus from His Spirit. Exalted is He, the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne, alone with no partner. This means that Allah programmed a portion of His knowledge into mankind, the human, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He. He who perfected everything He created, and He began the creation of human from clay. 7. Then He made his progeny from an extract of a despised fluid. 8. Then He proportioned him and breathed into him of His Spirit, and He made for you hearing and sight and hearts. Little are you grateful. 9. Sajda. 3. The preference of the human, mankind. Allah distinguished mankind by breathing into him of His Spirit, that is, programming in him a little of His knowledge. Thus, mankind is able to transform mathematical equations into scientific discoveries, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the teacher. He taught by the pen. 4. He taught human what he did not know. 5. Alaq. Accordingly, the human is the only creature capable of developing himself and his environment, and therefore Allah made him a vicegerent over all creatures in the 7 heavens. This is confirmed by His saying, Exalted is He. And He is the one who made you successors upon the earth, and raised some of you above others in degrees to test you in what He has given you. Indeed, your Lord is swift in punishment, and indeed He is forgiving, merciful. Al-An'am 165. It should be noted, the word earth or sun or moon or star in the noble Quran are singular names, and may also come in the plural form. There is no difference among all the heavens and what is in them, except that Allah distinguished the lowest heaven from the rest of the heavens by meteors only. And this is confirmed by His saying, Exalted is He. And we have certainly adorned the nearest heaven with lamps, and we made them missiles against the devils, and we have prepared for them the punishment of the blaze. Al-Mulk 5. All creatures, including extraterrestrial beings in the 7 heavens and what is in them, are unable to develop themselves scientifically like the human, because Allah did not program them with a portion of His knowledge. He did not breathe into them of His Spirit, blessed and exalted. But He may create for them properties that enable them to fly, like the angels or the jinn. For Allah created every creature with 4 dimensions, length, width, height, and capacity, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He. He to whom belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth, who has not taken a son and has no partner in dominion, and He created everything and determined it with determination. Al-Furqan 2. Or He may teach them from the knowledge of the book sent down from Him. Exalted is He in confirmation of His saying, said the one who had knowledge of the book, I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you. An-Naml 40. As for the human mankind, he is distinguished by the programming with which Allah programmed him when He breathed into the body of every human. And Allah clarified this difference to us when He described that He created all creatures with a specific programming to execute His methodology in this stage, yet they are not like mankind in their ability to transform mathematical equations into scientific discoveries, in confirmation of His saying. He taught by the pen. 4. He taught human what he did not know. 5. Alaq. Thus, Allah was not mocking in some Quranic verses when He described some creatures that opposed His methodology as being like cattle, or like a donkey carrying books, or like a dog that pants, because these creatures execute Allah's methodology according to the innate nature upon which He created them. By this, Allah wanted to affirm to us that He distinguished mankind with a portion of His knowledge and made him a vicegerent. 4. The determination of Allah in creation and traveling by penetration to the regions of the heavens. Indeed, Allah created everything with measure and determination. There is no existence of parallel universes, in confirmation of His saying, Exalted is He. Indeed, all things we created with measure. Al-Qamar 49. 5. Indeed, Allah will permit al-ins, the humans, the plural of the singular word insan, who believe in the Quran to travel to the regions of the heavens and the earth by means of penetration, and He will subjugate for them a measurement of time different from the measurement of time used currently, and He will enable them to penetrate in confirmation of His saying. Said the one who had knowledge of the book, I will bring it to you before your glance returns to you. An-Naml 40. And His saying, Exalted. O company of jinn and humans, if you are able to pass beyond the regions of the heavens and the earth, then pass. You will not pass except by authority. 33. So which of the favors of your Lord will you deny? 34. There will be sent upon you a flame of fire and smoke, and you will not be able to defend yourselves. 35. Ar-Rahman. The journey through the 7 heavens of the creatures will be granted by Allah exclusively to the believers, as mentioned in the glorious Quran. Indeed, those who denied our signs and were arrogant toward them, the gates of the heaven will not be opened for them, nor will they enter paradise until a camel passes through the eye of a needle, and thus do we recompense the criminals. Al-A'raf 40. And the travel of mankind to the regions of the heavens and what they contain of earth will be by riding penetrating spaceships. You will surely ride stage after stage. Al-Inshiqaq 19. In order to enable al-ins who believe in the glorious Quran to deliver to all people in the seven heavens and to all creatures the wise Quran. It is nothing but a reminder for the worlds. Ad 87. And the testimony to that is that Allah directed a group from among the jinn to listen to the Quran, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, and when we directed to you a few of the jinn, listening to the Quran. And when they attended it, they said, "Listen attentively." Then when it was concluded, they turned back to their people as warners. Al-Ahqaf 29. And Allah, Lord of the worlds, determined the place of presence of every creature, including the angels, within the seven heavens. Pharaoh said, "And what is the Lord of the worlds?" 23. He said, "The Lord of the heavens and the earth and whatever is between them, if you should be convinced." 24. Ash-Shu'ara. Therefore, the Quran and the seal of the prophets, Muhammad, are a mercy to the worlds, and we have not sent you except as a mercy to the worlds. Al-Anbiya 107. Thus, al-ins, mankind, are the vicegerents from Allah, exalted, to spread the word of Allah, the Quran, which Allah made dominant until the day of resurrection. No book contradicts it, and no book comes after it for this stage. And we have revealed to you the book in truth, confirming what came before it of the scripture, and as a criterion over it. Al-Ma'idah 48. And we must have, every year, a celebration of the great Quran sent down to us through the seal of the prophets, Muhammad. May Allah send prayer upon him by revelation and follow-up, in the month of Ramadan. For Laylat al-Qadr, in its cosmic meaning, is connected with all the seven heavens. It is a figurative expression for the entire month of Ramadan, not merely a single night in the human conception. Allah the Inspirer said, "O people, there has come to you an admonition from your Lord and a healing for what is in the breasts, and guidance and mercy for the believers." 57. Say, "In the bounty of Allah and in His mercy, in that let them rejoice. It is better than what they accumulate." 58. Yunu. Allah, glorified and exalted, created every living being with a defined life cycle, and it is fixed, not changing with the passage of time, even if the being travels to places extremely far in the universe. For every creature in this universe there is an age determined by Allah, the Decreer, which neither increases nor decreases. This age is like a closed vessel that is consumed gradually regardless of the speed of the being's movement or its place in space. Illustrative examples. Traveling at the speed of light. If a human were to travel at a very high speed in space, such as the speed of light, time for him might appear different from time on Earth. However, his lifespan written by Allah, the giver of life and the causer of death, would remain as it is, and no more or less of it would be consumed, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the Decreer. Indeed, all things we created with measure. Al-Qamar 49. Effective environment. While time does not affect the consumption of lifespan, the surrounding environmental conditions, such as illness or accidents, may terminate this life cycle earlier, in confirmation of the saying of Allah, the giver of life and the causer of death. And no aged person is granted a long life, nor is anything diminished of his life, but it is all in a book. Indeed, that is easy for Allah. Fatir 11. The resurrection will not occur until all creatures believe in Allah, He to whom belongs all might, He to whom belong the beautiful names that cannot be counted, the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne, alone with no partner. We will show them our signs in the horizons and in themselves until it becomes clear to them that it is the truth. Is it not sufficient that your Lord is, over all things, a witness? Fusilat 53. 6. The next new stage of 8 heavens after the reckoning for this stage. By Allah's permission, He to whom belongs all might, He to whom belong the beautiful names that cannot be counted, the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne, alone with no partner. Allah, the Able, the All-Powerful, will create a new stage consisting of 8 heavens and what they contain of creatures, in confirmation of His saying, "Exalted is He, and the throne of your Lord will be carried above them on that day by 8. Al-Haqqa 17. And Allah knows best. And that will be after Allah, the Reckoner, conducts the reckoning of all creatures, including the angels, for this stage, then admits them to paradise or to the fire, in confirmation of the saying of Allah. As for those who are wretched, they will be in the fire. For them therein is violent exhaling and inhaling, 106, abiding therein as long as the heavens and the earth endure, except what your Lord wills. Indeed, your Lord is doer of whatever He wills, 107. And as for those who are made happy, they will be in paradise, abiding therein as long as the heavens and the earth endure, except what your Lord wills, an uninterrupted gift. 108. 7. There is no book and there is no knowledge that contradicts the true, clear word of Allah in the great Quran. Say, have you considered those who invoke besides Allah? Show me what they have created of the earth, or do they have partnership in the heavens? Bring me a book before this or any remnant of knowledge, if you should be truthful. Al-Ahqaf. 4. If you want to be a Hanif Muslim, then you must not associate anything with Allah the Magnificent in worship, and you must not associate anything with Allah the Glorious by opposing His word, the glorious Quran, whether through fabricated hadith falsely attributed to the seal of the prophets, Muhammad, upon whom Allah sent prayer by revelation and follow-up, or through enacted laws or customs that oppose the great Quran, in implementation of the saying of Allah, the eternal refuge, He to whom belongs all might, He to whom belong the beautiful names that cannot be counted, the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne, alone with no partner. Indeed, I have turned my face to the one who originated the heavens and the earth, inclining toward truth, and I am not of those who associate partners. Al-An'am. 79. 8. The mechanism of the soul's functioning in every creature is a continual struggle between two forces, mind and desire. When the creature chooses piety toward Allah and adherence to His methodology, mind is the controlling force, prompting it to the path of goodness and righteousness. But when it inclines to wickedness and opposing the command of Allah, desire is what controls the soul and leads it to commit sins and transgressions. And this is confirmed by the Quranic verses from Surah Ash-Shams. By the soul and He who proportioned it, 7, and inspired it, with discernment of its wickedness and its piety, 8. He has succeeded who purifies it, 9, and he has failed who instills it with corruption. 10. Ash-Shams. So the soul, the methodology, is inspired with the capacity to distinguish between good and evil. Its success lies in purifying it and giving mind precedence over desire, while its loss lies in neglecting it and immersing it in lusts. Among the examples of that are the wicked Iblis and Pharaoh, and the accursed tree in the Quran. Those who departed from Allah's methodology and followed wickedness, so desire overcame them, and they did not let mind rule, nor did they follow piety toward Allah so that mind would control them. Indeed, Allah, Master of the Day of Judgment, has written in advance in an inscribed book the appointed day of resurrection for every stage, to reckon all creatures for every stage according to the religion of Allah. I have submitted my face to Allah. Al-Imran 20. And the evidence that the day of resurrection is predetermined by Allah the Reckoner is in Allah's warning, swift in reckoning, to the wicked Iblis before the disobedience of Adam and his wife, when Allah, exalted, said to the accursed Iblis, Allah said, O Iblis, what is the matter with you that you are not among those who prostrate respect? 32. He said, I will never prostrate respect to a human whom you created from clay, from molded dark mud. 33. Allah said, Then get out of it, for you are accursed. 34. And upon you is the curse until the day of judgment. 35. Surah Al-Hijr, 32 to 35. Thus Allah, blessed and exalted, is the Master of the Day of Judgment, and the Master of the Day of Resurrection in every stage. He will reckon all creatures on the basis of one standard, which is the sincerity of the religion to Him alone, as He said, exalted is He. Unquestionably, for Allah is the pure religion. 3. Az-Zumar. Therefore, every creature must be a Hanif Muslim, as Allah, the one who believes in Himself, said, Say, Indeed, I have submitted my face to Allah, and so have those who follow me. 20. Surah Al-Imran, and that he should not associate anything with Allah, neither in his worship, nor in his speech, nor in his action, in confirmation of his saying, Exalted is He. So set your face toward the religion, inclining to truth, and never be of those who associate partners. 105, Surah Yunus. Subhanallah, glory be to Allah. That is, I believe that all of the beautiful names of Allah which cannot be counted, and above which there is nothing more exalted or greater, belong to Allah alone, the exalted in degrees, possessor of the throne who has no partner. Glory be to Allah, who said, Did you then think that we created you aimlessly and that to us you would not be returned? Al-Mu'minun 115.
May Allah bless you all and thank you.